All right, so I wanted to talk about some of the reasons why I'm not happy or satisfied just continuing to be a CNA and doing CNA work. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love taking care of patients and being there and interacting with families and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we don't get paid enough for what we do. We are the most underappreciated people in the medical field, in my opinion. Nurses feel like they can talk to us any kind of way. And no, I'm not trying to say that every nurse is like this because it's far from the truth. There are some really good nurses who really help their CNAs out with anything, but the majority of nurses that I've come in contact with in the 2 years that I've been a CNA, yes, I've only been a CNA for 2 years. In the 2 years that I've been a CNA, a majority of the nurses, I would say like 95% of them that I've worked under, have been just completely condescending. They feel like they can talk to you any kind of way. They expect you to be like a slave to them. They ask you to do things that they should be able to do. But then there are also the great nurses who will allow you to assist them with things, like especially when they find out that you're a student nurse, they let you like kind of watch them do things. Like a couple of the nurses that I've worked with in the past have let me help them put in Foley catheters. They've let me help them with taking them out, showed me like how to do different things, not necessarily let me do them, but showed me how to do certain things and told me like tips and tricks and what to look out for, and just given me a lot of good advice, and were just really positive about things. But like I said, there are so many nurses who are just completely not like that, and it just sucks because as a nurse, your CNAs are like your backbone. We do everything for you. We're your eyes and ears, you know? So I've never quite understood why nurses act that way towards CNAs. Yes, we didn't go to school. As long as you did, we don't have a degree. But that's not really fair. We do a lot, and you might do different things, but we do a lot of heavy lifting, heavy work. Changing people and all that stuff is not easy by any means, especially when you get an overweight patient. It's really difficult, and it's hard on your body. I guess another reason would be just like, I had told myself when I first did the CNA class that this was not going to be the end for me. I've always dreamed of more, being involved in the medical field more. I want to eventually be a doctor or a PA or an NP. And if you don't know what those acronyms are, a doctor or a physician assistant or a nurse practitioner. Because there's just really a need for skilled medical professionals all over the field. Whether that's respiratory therapists, radiologists, psychiatrists, there's a big need for them. Basically, if you can get yourself a job in the medical field, some type of certification or degree, you're golden, because you're going to find jobs anywhere you go. But I just feel like, I'm not okay with being one of those people who's going to be a CNA for like 20, 30 years. I can't do it with my MS and everything else that I have going on medically. I can't see myself doing CNA type work for any prolonged period of time. Kudos to those of you who have been doing it for decades. I can't be one of those people. Not saying that nursing is not physical, but if it comes down to it, as a CNA, there's no like non-physical CNA work that you can do. Like with nursing, sorry, I blanked out. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. With nursing, you can do non-physical work. So you could be like a hospital nurse, you can be a floor nurse, you can work in the ED, you can work in the ICU, or you can do the non-physical work if needed, which is like working for a health company, like a health insurance company, working as like telephone triage, working from home. There's a lot of work from home positions for RNs. So, I have thought about like putting some time in as an RN, like in the hospital, and then working from home or doing travel nursing, getting to see the world a little bit. But I'm just not content remaining a CNA for the rest of my life. This is not a career track for me. This is a stepping stone to something better. Because I value my physical health and I value my back, and I'm not going to be one of those people who is just like having to go through surgeries, multiple surgeries on my back and neck at 40 years old. I don't want to be that person. So I just need to figure out things so that I can do the whole nursing thing and make it work somehow. So yeah, I just thought that I would share with you guys, because some people have asked me if I plan on doing something else or if I plan on remaining a CNA, so I guess I kind of answered that. But if there's anything else that you guys would like to know, or any tips or advice that I can give you guys if you're a new CNA, or if you're a CNA in the state of Indiana, because that is where I live and that is where I work. But yeah, I just thought that I would share my thoughts, and hopefully you guys are having a great day, and I will talk to you guys again soon.